Hello, people of Earth. It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today, we are headed to the stars as we play some Starfield. But first, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter who, what, where, when, why, or how you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we are happy to have you with us. And we hope the day finds you well as we continue our Straight Off a Console series. Things still settling back down to normal here in the Gnarly household, after a catastrophic flood of the basement annihilated my apartment, essentially. To peel back the curtain a little bit on Rad Gnarly's actual life. I'm not really in space, but I'm about to be. At least for the next few hours, as we play a little Starfield. Start a new game? Yes, please. I'd love to. Bethesda? I think I've heard of this game studio. Betty Hesta? I don't know how to pronounce it though. Starfield. Sol date 2330. Oh, okay, so based on our Earth's sun. Argos extractors mining outpost. The moon of etc. 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 Oh, did you take a laser blast to the knee?
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule.
Don't die.
Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly.
Fair.
Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady. Go safe. Go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Star Dock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very
Wonderful.
helpful. Thank you.
Wonderful.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around.
So
Good
he's gonna
pep
die.
talks.
Yeah. And the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But
guess
the
that's
metal
mine.
deposits alone should pay for our own
Yes,
helium.
it's like
Hell, after
oxygen
this,
tank?
we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself.
hot diggity.
Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group
Thanks.
hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Oh, good.
Okay,
And
let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
one small step.
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach.
Yeah, but-
I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Can I grab all of
Roger
this?
that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Guys, wait for me. Guys.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Peeps. Wait
Know
for
what
me,
I love
peoples.
about working in Freestock Collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United
Bigger
Colonies? Huh. Reams of red tape.
I'll ream your red. I mean, wowzers! Hope those don't go bad. Yep. Sorry. Just taking it all in. Hi. I'm new. It's my first day. Apparently, I'm highly touted. I've done this once before.
Calvert! No! No! It's a laser, not a sledgehammer! Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up.
Okay, pick it up.
Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Aye, aye.
Okay, then.
Hi, guys. Isn't mining...
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, guys. Oop. Sorry, I scooted ahead because I don't really need to hear you talk to every employee. I didn't really think that was my business. Haha. Please don't make me go down there. Oh, okay, we're going down here.
Go up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can.
That must be me.
In that cabin. I'll shout out when I need you.
They couldn't have possibly known that my Skyrim character was named Dusty. So, it's just a fun coincidence that they can be the, some sort of ancestor down the line to this character. Okay, a heavy cutter, energy 4, ammo, cutter. Fire rate 76, range 3, oh my god, look at all these statistics. Sure, all of those things. Hold to equip. Equipped. Get that cutter. Right trigger to fire. Oh. Mineral deposits, eh?
You think we'll be
It's
done here
certainly-
soon?
Excuse me, I'm just gonna maybe stake my spot out here and blast ya.
How they sucker you to join? All to the fancy pamphlets?
Blast you. Beryllium, eh? Did I do that? Maybe he wants me to do all of them. Sorry, I'm just gonna
I'm
scoot
busy.
past you here real quick. Yeah, I'm just trying to
Anyone
get in
else
the
to bother?
path of your mining equipment as well. Now, traditionally, Bethesda games, at least the last couple, have come with a way to manipulate time,
Get back up here.
so that when things got like hairy, I could hit a button and really take the time to figure out what to do and then do it. I'm hoping that shows up somehow in Starfield. I'm not sure. If it's all real-time shooty bang bang, I'm in
Well,
trouble.
we're off this
It's
rock.
time.
Hi, what's up?
You're with me.
Okay, how do I crouch? Oh, melee. How do I crouch? For that sweet crouch button. Down on the D-pad. Nope. Okay, that's gonna be a quick slot thingy later. The boompers. Nope. No, I mean that's probably aim down sights later, but not right now. Hip. Nope. Not a reload. That's a jumpy. That's the opposite. Really? No crouching. All right, moving on. I'm gonna just check the controls quick. That doesn't help me. Sneak is the B button. I just haven't unlocked it yet. Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Here we go.
There's no way there's not gonna be
3,
one.
2,
Hi, what's up?
1.
What a first day! First activities. Doing great. How is that not kicking up way more dust? Wow,
Let's go.
some good tread. I guess it's kind of in the middle of it too, eh? That's pretty well balanced.
Ella,
Nicely
get the
done.
readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
What
I
is
don't.
this?
You don't?
What we're after? It'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Hang on.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
What
Ella,
anomaly?
It's just another job.
How
Come
do I
on.
turn on my light? Nope. That's the quick wheel. That's the jump. No light button. I can melee like crap though. Oh, there we go. It just sort of auto turned
We're getting
on.
close, I think.
Nope. It's
Yeah,
not
everything
mine.
is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through
Did you
there,
just say
I
effed up?
think.
That's
Okay,
nice of you.
you're up. Something goes wrong in there. We'll come get you.
Oh, sure, thanks.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your
You're
jobs.
scaring the newbie.
Client is on his way.
Client. Oh, we're gonna get double-crossed in here and left to die. Hey, Heller. It's just you and me.
Hey, don't look at me. I've done my part.
Well, screw you then, Heller! I thought it was you and me. Alright. Let me just scoot on up here. Man, this game looks really cool. I'll tell you that much. I don't know how much of that murkiness I'm meant to see, but wow, look at all that brown. Harkens me back to the 360 era. The Unreal Engine in brown. Okay. Oh dear. Hold left bumper to turn on and off the flashlight. Shoo-shoom. I wonder if there's a battery of some sort. Doesn't seem to be. Am I just supposed to maybe grab these on the way through? I mean, I am here for the beryllium. Any more? Sorry guys, I just too tempted to do my job, you know. This looks weird. Negative. So this must be, if I get to keep this, this is a pretty decent default weapon if it just constantly recharges its energy. It does, you know, a bit of damage shooting forward.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
What do you mean, like, weird? Could you be more specific? Like, do they fluctuate wildly? Is it getting, like, heavier the further I go? A little bit of a heads up. Wouldn't be opposed. More info is better than less. Oh. Easy there, laser. Drill. Nothing there? Hi there. What is that? Don't mind me. It looks like a nest of some sort. Just from the way it's like, looks like it's been built there, not naturally forming there. Yes! Stuff I do not want to see. Hey, Rob, thanks for subscribing. Hang on one sec. Oh, that was right in my own face. I hope any of that came through. Thanks again, Pally. Appreciate you. Thank you for your continued support. Sorry if that wasn't timely. I'm absorbed in this here Starfield. Hello? Hello? If I employ the John Lovitz approach, everything should be okay. Hello? I'm acting. Sorry, I don't know if that's like a bioorganic thing or do I shoot you? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to harvest you. Also protect myself. Sure that isn't something? That feels like something. Well, that's a shame. Not even this one, huh? Well, that one was. Why can't you be fun like your cousin here? Look, you look identical to the ones that are busting open. Yeah, what's your problem, dude? Beryllium deposit. You don't say. I'm sorry, kitty. When kitty's in the room, it's like, aggression. What? Wowzers. That was like a mother load. Okay. Don't mind me. Just here. Harvesting beryllium. Passively. Not meaning to interrupt anyone. Can I not, like, scan this or anything? Oh, thank you. Don't need to. Does this count? Okay. Don't mind me. Man alive. Took everything I had. I don't know what it's using to recharge, but we need this energy source on Earth pronto. Oh, it ran out of juice temporarily? Just hold still for a minute. Take a break. And then we'll get back to it. Oof. I'm sure I can upgrade this thing. Anyway, don't mind me. Interesting that things are just floating in midair. No big deal. Yeah, that thing. I'm not entirely too secure about. So wait a minute. Can I maybe detach you? Oh. Oh, I thought it was a wiggle line. Alright, let's go investigate. Hang on 1 second. 1 second, I gotta corral the cat that's, We'll go to dig. Gotta grab Katie that's trying to claw her way out of the room. I promise this is not prison. This is just necessary until I'm done streaming for the day. 1 sec. Just sit. Just sit. There you go. Yeah. You like this chair. Just sit down. Hang out. Okay. I mean, it's your choice if you want to go running off, but come on. Even crawl on my lap. I'll let you drool on me. Which is something Millie does when she's very excited and happy. If she drools on the person that's petting her. Never had a cat that did that before. Look, I made you some space. Come sit. Alright. Whilst I explore the galaxy. That's it? Cake. Right? Well. Oh. Was the floaty bits? No. Why won't you let me take it? Maybe I gotta bust my way there. There you go. There, now I'm bookended by cats. All is right in the world. Can I grab this yet? Break up the strange one. Take the strange object. Trying. Oh, here we go. Oh dear. Wow. I've been locked inside a Winamp visualizer.
I'm out of it.
Hey, Kate, what's going on? We are indeed playing Starfield today. Yeah. It's our Wednesday game today, or this week. Next week it's going to its proper spot, or its permanent spot, as our Monday game. But yeah, could not wait.
Easy.
Wanted to play it as
You
soon
were
as I
out
could.
cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells?
My name
Any of
is...
this look familiar?
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Where's this random? Wish there was random. Wait, what? Oh, these are presets, I guess. They don't know how right they are. Okay, let's just keep going. I mean, it's all just a base to start with, I guess. I wish there was just a random button. This guy looks like it takes way too long for him to get ready in the morning. You gotta get up and at him. Yeah, see, this guy doesn't even bother cutting his hair. That's a pretty fun look for a spacer. Corporal Lantern Jaw reporting for duty. Oh, you're not gonna let me loop around? Okay, where do we start? Somewhere in the teens, right? So yeah, somewhere around this guy. Alright, here we go. A lot of different looks you can come up with, so I appreciate that. Again, I'd rather just biometric ID. Can I not just hit random? I guess maybe I gotta start with something. I'm definitely gonna start with the old guy. Like, it's long been my wish to get to space, and I finally made it on my 11st birthday. Let's do it. Again, I don't know why there's no random button. Boggles the mind. How does this work? Oh, I can just do this. Whee! He's a jacked old man. I mean, he runs a lot. Let's say that. So he's very, like, lithe. There we go. It was, what, 33.20 or something like that, or 33.30? This guy's been dreaming of going to space since he was born in, like, 32.50 or something like that. So he's between 70 and 80 years old, which is, like, middle-aged in this day and age, I would say. Don't forget to pick a name Bacon spammed through and missed it. Okay. Thank you very much. I will make sure to absolutely pay attention to that. Okay, body type. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. All right. Walk style. I mean, that just seems like it's more confident to me. Is that supposed to be feminine or something? Got a long torso. But I feel like I can fix that on the next thing. Maybe not. Yeah, it just seems a little clunkier. This just seems more confident. Anyway. I guess I'll make them match. Oof. Painfully thin, but ripped. How do you get thin but ripped? No, not just super muscular. So right there is thin but ripped. Interesting. Very wide in the shoulder. So that's just completely neutral. You know what? For someone in their 70s to 80s, we'll just do a touch toward the muscular side, because they, like I said, they like to bike a lot and do a lot of cardio and etc., etc. Face. Ah, once again. I'm begging you to let me just do random. Okay. This, I would like to have as little hair as possible. I mean, as funny as that is. I don't hate it. I mean, it's a fantastic looking hairdo. In real life, I'd love to see that more often. That looks so cool. Sure. But we're going with, there's got to be some ridiculous cut where he did not get to keep his... There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Not bad. Oh, I like that. We're just filling it in, filling it in. Pure bald, no. But absolutely, we're going with the horseshoe. Yes, okay. Oh, hair color. Is he going to be vain about it and try to dye it to blend in? No, I'm perfectly fine. I got lots of hair. Look at me go. Fun colors at the end. No, we're going to stick to nothing as best we can. Now, is there a snazzier mustache? I don't want to John Waters my way across the galaxy, so I'm going to keep looking. Ooh. That's, various states of stubble, I suppose. Okay. Not really down with that. So far, 7's our winner. Let's keep going. I was hoping there were more pure mustache options. Good looking beards, though. Doesn't quite connect. Yeah. This can be forgiven because it's tapered that way, but doesn't quite connect. Unless it gets unkempt. Not bad. Still leaning toward the number 7 mustache. Just because its chops aren't bad either. Captain Ahab. Ooh, that actually looks pretty good too, for a bigger beard. Well, that looks great actually. Blends in nicely. Kudos to the department. That actually, honestly, I think we found it. Ready to hit the Whatever. Ready to hit space. Let's stick all... Yeah. I feel like your eyebrows are a little bright. Look at all that. Refine with the different shapes, etc., etc. Eye color. There we go. Can't do anything. Okay, good. I can keep going. Oh, wow, look at all that. Oh, I probably didn't explore nearly enough with the body then, maybe. I'll go back and check. Okay, starting with... not quite blind. So like I said, this guy's between 70 and 80, which is like prime year life in 3330, I would think. So sure, he's gone gray, but it doesn't matter. Sure, he's gone a bit bald, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Eyebrows. No, I didn't want tinier. I just wanted something that... Oh, that's a little better because that blends in better with the facial hair. I like that. Okay, we're going to leave that. Eyebrow color isn't, in fact, number 1. Aha! I didn't think so. Okay, now everything matches there. Away we go. Forehead, nose, everything else I'm fine with. No problems. No notes! Teeth. Wait, what does this mean? Can I make, like... Sometimes there's less? I mean, I'll go 2 just because 1 is unnaturally white. 2 at least looks like teeth that have been lived in, you know what I'm saying? Teeth with some poisonality. Okay, jawline, chin, neck, jewelry. What do we got? Oh, this is fun. Well, that's interesting. Let's keep going here. What do we got? Oh, I like the double hoop. Can we get that higher? Double hoop in 1? I just kind of want the higher stuff. In which ear? No, I'll go double hoop. Fine with that. Jewelry color. Let's make this sparkle, shall we? Ah, purple. Perfect. Need a dash of purple in every character I create, so there it is. Dermaesthetic. Oh, like age of skin, perhaps. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Dermaesthetic. Refine with intensity. Ooh. The years just melt away. Okay, that's interesting. It's fun. Complexion color temperature. Whoa. Not bad. A little more lively at 7, huh? Don't mind that. Pallid. Oh, neat. Oh, cool. I kind of like that. That's just the way they are. Look really cool. Boop. Oh no, we don't need the intensity. Complexion blemishes. Oh, I don't know if I would necessarily call these blemishes. They're just freckles. Facial forms. Facial forms. Oh, like bags under the eyes. Interesting. Facial forms too. More bags to choose from. There we go, you can have that one. Tattoos. Upon the face. No, we'll be tattooless, because I'm pretty sure next is going to be tattoo color. Cheeks. What? Now we're good. Lipstick. No, it's okay. Dirt. Interesting. Make your character filthy. Oh no, that was it. Okay. Those were my choices. Face is rather complex. Very interesting. Okay, and then the background. Whoa. What is all this? Beast Hunter, from the Ashta of Akala to the terramorphs that plague the whole of the settled systems, hostile alien life abounds. You've learned the skills to track them, find them, and take them down. Look at this old fart. Love it. Finally getting out there to see the wide universe out there. Okay. Beast hunting. Starting skills, I get better at fitness. Well, I did already sort of bake in that background of him like doing a lot of cardio and stuff to help prepare for this arduous sort of journey. In space, the greatest commodity is oxygen, and increased lung capacity gained by a regular physical fitness regimen is essential to survival. Alright, I get it. I need to work out more. Centuries of ballistics. Centuries of conflict have proven that when it comes to threat elimination, few things stack up to the reliable power of high-speed projectiles. So that means I'm better at shooty bang bang. And gastronomy. Access to brand new worlds means access to brand new ingredients, and there is almost no limit to the delicious foods and drinks a talented chef can prepare. So I'm better at cooking? Space cookie? I didn't even think of that. Space cookie. Bouncer. No, I don't really want to be good at punching. Bounty hunter would be hilarious. Boost pack training, targeting control systems, piloting. Oh, that's more like being actually good at ship-to-ship combat? I didn't know there was both. Straight up chef. That's fine. Combat medic, pistol certification, medicine, and wellness. Overall sense of health, even gain prolonged life expectancy. Interesting. Cyber runner. Stealth, security, and theft. I mean, I normally try to stay stealthy and shoot from a distance in games like this. That is generally how things go. For a combatant who values discretion above all else, the ability to approach a target while undetected and kill with a silenced weapon is as terrifying as it is effective. Ooh, I kind of like all of that so far. While the standardized digital locking mechanism is renowned for its security, any code can be broken with the proper training, so I can start to lockpick. And while not entirely honorable, and certainly not legal, it must have died, and now it's switching over to the other power. To discreetly remove possessions from another. Okay. Cyberneticist, medicine, security, and lasers! Personal laser weapons are in widespread use across the settled systems, and specialized training can greatly increase their effectiveness. Medicine, security, and lasers. So that's medicine. I still get the lockpicking, and then lasers. Interesting. Probably not going to go diplomat. Lasers, astrodynamics, and surveying. Personal laser weapons, yeah. Advanced tech is one thing, but it takes skill, patience, and a little bit of love to coax even more capability out of a ship's grav drive. Okay, so that helps me in, I guess, ship piloting in a sense, or just navigating. Humanity now has access to untold alien worlds, and the ability to decipher all that data while on the ground has become an essential skill. I should. You're not wrong, Kate. I need to get to the gym, so when I need oxygen in space. In a perfect world, I'd figure out how to take Harry on walks if he wasn't terrified of the outside. And I would do that around the neighborhood every day. Millie, I think, might be up for it at some point, because she was fine hanging around our property outside, so long as we have her like harnessed and leashed. That's more for our benefit than hers. She was just kind of sitting there and chilling. I think her maybe I could take around the block, but I would fear for her tiny little tootsies, so I don't know. Anyway. A gangster. Shotgun certification, that's fun. Boxing, that's great. So and theft, so that's like 30s gangster. I prefer them sawed off. Cornerstone of close quarters combat, or CQC. The shotgun has proven a simple, deadly weapon for hundreds of years. Once considered a king of sports, boxing is still practiced as a recreational competitive activity, but its combat applications can't be denied. And then the theft thing. The homesteader. Geology. So wait, I just lift weights at home? I bet you there's one where I can just pick 3 skills, which would be interesting. Newly discovered minerals mined from alien planets and moons have directly led to some incredible technological advancements. Okay. And then surveying, so we can decipher the data while on the ground, sure. And weightlifting. Weight training can significantly increase one's ability to carry weapons and equipment both in space and on the ground. So that's just carry capacity, I guess. Well, Kate, you also have that stroller for you. For you and your kitties there. Surely there's some way you can stick to the side and be all right. Industrialist. Persuasion. Sorry, I'm not reading the flavor text of why you would want to be an industrialist. I'm just reading the skills associated. Persuasion. In the settled systems, the nuanced ability to listen and discuss can often accomplish far more than simply shooting first and asking questions later. Interesting. And then security, so that I can pick locks. And then research methods. By skillfully employing both new and time-tested methods, a researcher may complete projects faster and even gain unexpected insights. I like that my character over here is shifting from foot to foot, like even he's tired of standing there. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to be reading all of these. Long hauler. You get weightlifting, you get better at piloting, and better at ballistic weapon systems. While there have been significant advancements in shipborne weaponry, sometimes the simplest tool is the most effective. Okay. A pilgrim. You can scavenge, you can survey, and you can eat a bunch of weird stuff. Professor, astrodynamics, geology, and research. A Ronin, dueling, stealth, and scavenging. That's interesting. That's more of the traditional, like, stabby rogue, I would say. Sculptor, medicine, geology, persuasion. Soldier, fitness, ballistics, boost pack. Space scoundrel, pistol, piloting, persuasion. The triple P's of space scoundreldom. Xenobiologist. Lasers, fitness, surveying. Not bad. File not found. What? Oddly, there is no information on file about your past life. Clerical oversight, deletion by some unknown faction, or is there just nothing of note to mention? Whatever the reason, your past is known only to you. What's important is the here and now and the path you're about to forge. You get wellness, ballistics, and piloting. That's not terrible at all, actually. That's pretty good all around. Wellness to increase health. Ballistics to be good at firearms overall. And piloting. As more people journey into space, the number of those certified to effectively pilot various types of spacecraft has increased dramatically. So that makes me more attuned to piloting different types of ship. Tons of options. I kind of like file not found. I kind of like the cyber runner as the stealthy lockpicker. I do like a good boost to my stealth. I do crouch a lot in these games. What else do I get stealth with? Also, I like that it looks like a Ninja Turtle. Like I'm going to be Donatello. What else does Donatello like to do? Yeah, the Ronin. The only thing standing between me and the Ronin, like I don't mind scavenging. It's the dueling one because I don't want to specialize in melee weaponry. So the Cyber Runner gives me what? Doesn't do anything weapon-wise. I'm sort of broadly open there. I can maybe add my own weapon skill to the mix? I'm not sure. Oh, interesting. I got some traits I can add by having alien DNA. 1 second, or something like that. Okay. Beast Hunter's hilarious. There's nothing that has stealth and ballistics, huh? That'd be too good to be true. Stealth and dueling. Or lasers. File not found is pretty good. Okay, I'm going to take this and then hoping I can acquire... I mean, these are just your starting skills, but with my first option to like pick a new skill, I'm going to start specializing in a type of weaponry from which to strike from the shadows. So it's going to be like a long-distance rifle or something like that. Similar to how my Outer Worlds character worked. So I'm going to start Cyber Runner. Background. From Neon to New Atlantis, the Megacorps stand as monuments to power, prestige, and profit. You've worked both for and against them on the inside and out, often sacrificing conscience for credits. So my backstory for this guy is he did work for the cyber corporations, the Megacorps they speak of, but like at a desk job for like 50 years, and now he's finally retired after reading a bunch of spy novels. So he's going to try his hand at being the sort of man he's read about his entire life while he had his crummy office job. So cyber runner in quotes, because he's like trying to emulate a hero of his. Okay. Check. Traits. Oh, I see. You volunteered for a controversial experiment that combines alien and human DNA. As a result, you start with increased health and oxygen, but healing and food items aren't as effective. No thank you. You own a luxurious, customizable house on a peaceful planet. Unfortunately, it comes with a mortgage that needs to be paid weekly. Do I have to choose these? You are deeply connected to the feelings of others. Performing actions your companion likes will result in a temporary increase in combat effectiveness, but performing actions they don't like will have the precise opposite effect. So if I'm a goodie and I have goodie companions, stay a goodie. Introvert. Hang on. Let me just check that real quick. You really need your alone time. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring alone, but more when adventuring with other human companions. Ah, dang it. You're a people person. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring with human companions, but more when adventuring alone. You gain access to the special Freestar collective dialogue options and better rewards for some... Oh, factional stuff, huh? Factional stuff. Hero worshipped? That ain't it. You earn the attention of an annoying, adoring fan who will show up randomly and jabber at you incessantly. On the plus side, he'll join your ship's crew and give you gifts. No thank you. No, I'm some nobody. I'm some cog in the machine that's trying to, go out into the great yonder here. Kid stuff. Your parents are alive and well, and you can visit them at your own, but you will automatically send 2% of your credits home to them every week. That's cute. Neon Street Rat. You grew up on the mean streets of Neon. You gain access to special dialogue options and better rewards for some missions on Neon. Crime bounty by other factions is greatly increased. Boy, oh boy. Raised Enlightened. You grew up as a member of the Enlightened. You gain access to a special chest full of items in the House of the Enlightened in New Atlantis, but lose your access to the Sanctum Universum chest. No. Raise Universal. You grew up as a member of the Sanctum Universum. Flip it. You gain access to the special chest full of items in the Sanctum Universum in New Atlantis, but lose access to the House of the Enlightened chest. Can't be combined with the other one. The Serpent's Embrace. You grew up worshiping the Great Serpent. Grav jumping provides a temporary boost to health and oxygen, but health and oxygen are lowered if you don't continue jumping regularly like an addiction. Why is that the Serpent's Embrace? Serpents not really famously known for how consistently they need to jump in order to live. Some sort of rabbit. The Kangaroo's Embrace. Your body's become acclimated to space. Health and oxygen are increased in space, but decreased when on the surface. What the crap? Why is everything like you get something, but then something is terrible? Occasionally, if you have crew trained in a certain ship system, that system will automatically repair itself to full health whenever it is damaged below 50%. However, all crew cost twice as much to hire. You've never acclimated to space. Health and oxygen are... Yeah, see, this one makes sense for their background, because like he just was in a building the whole time, so he's not had time to acclimate to space. Also, that he would be an introvert makes more sense, but I'm going to go extrovert because I'm going to substitute the concept of being an extrovert with team player. So at work, he was fine working with all his coworkers. It's not like he did private stuff. He was in like a cubicle and did his part on a team, right? So I'm going to go extrovert. Also, that means I'm going to try to play with a companion the whole time. Nothing wrong with that. So terra firma and extrovert for sure, because that plays into the background that we've created for the character. So that just makes sense to me. And then United Colonies native. You gain access to special United Colonies dialogue options and better rewards from some missions given by the faction. However, crime bounty by other factions is greatly increased. Certainly not wanted. Someone put a price on your head and word has spread. Occasionally armed mercenaries will show up and try to kill you, but being cornered gives you an edge. When your health is low, you do extra damage. Huh. I don't I don't want mercenaries showing up. That's kind of cool and a fun little twist, maybe on a second playthrough. But I don't want mercenaries. I kind of think it would be funny if I do Cyber Runner, right? From Neon to New Atlantis, the Megacorps stand as monuments to power, prestige, and profit. So assuming I worked for a Megacorps on Neon, I could then choose Neon Street Rat that I somehow, like, befriended some street urchin that I had been teaching me how things operated on the street, etc., etc. However, better stuff on Neon. Crime bounty by other factions is greatly increased for all of their factions. For crime, though, I'm not necessarily going to be, you know, knowingly, willingly committing crime. So I stayed on Neon my whole life, which does the terra firma thing. I picked extrovert because I worked in a group at that office, and Neon Street Rat because at some point I just kind of picked up a feel for the city, or whatever you want to say. So there you go. Those are my traits. Okay, so that part, yeah, that's what we're looking like. Got the body set, the face set, the background set, the trait set. Okay, here's where I'm worried, Kate, because you said like Bacon was somehow skipped giving their character a name. I'm going to hit X to finish. I don't see anywhere else to put anything. Okay. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Name character A, pronoun Y. So, complete profile, background this. So, name character. Oh, you know what? Hang on. The other thing I was thinking, not chef, but if I went fitness, ballistics, gastronomy, that makes it more likely I'm able to cook stuff if I wanted to make this guy cookie in space. Ugh, Cookie cleaned himself up a bit. Oh, he just spammed X. Okay. Good, good. So yeah, I saw how you name it there at the end. It's a little clunky, but yeah, I understand. If you just double tap X, you miss the ability to do so. Okay, combat medic. Pistol certification, medicine, wellness is a good start. No, I still like the stealth and the lock picking. Just because, again, he's read all those crime novels. Okay. I'm gonna leave it. He, him pronouns are fine. Name that character. Okay. This is going to take a minute. I don't want to just name them Rad Gnarly, because this is an older gentleman. If I had done someone like my contemporary in age or something like that, perhaps. Mind you, sometimes I feel as old as this guy, if not older. What does he look like? Okay. See how long this can be. 26 characters. I once lived in the city of Langley. Herbert Langley. Or should we just go Herb? Let's go Herb. Herb Langley. One second. Oh, I have to start all over. Herb Langley, going out there to see the space and the whatnots. Oh yeah. Oh, we're having a good time there. We're just gonna go bopping around the planets there with Herb. Oh yeah.
You were one of the weirdest hires I've ever had. From hacking computers to digging for minerals. You're lucky our turnover rate is so high.
I'm glad there's a way you can rename your
Well,
character
you got
for
the
him,
sample. Client's on his way. Then we all get paid.
though.
You
Okey-doke
remember
there.
anything that happened?
Oh, sure. Oh, cool. Light and music. I don't remember light and music. I'm just going to say everything is a blank after I went into that tunnel.
Huh. Well, makes the paperwork easier. And we got
Sure
what we were
does.
looking for.
Yeah, none of your
All
business.
this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh, sure don't look like much.
Neither do
Never
you.
mind what
Hella.
it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be...
Uh-oh.
Speak of the devil.
What? Thoid purse? Oh, cool. Whoa, too fast. Whoa, ooh. Okay. Okay.
Our constellation
Levels to this
contact
area.
is on approach.
You don't look good. The Explorers group?
Hang on.
I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke.
Wide shot.
You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring
You got a few more
There, now I
space.
don't feel bad
Who
about
does
it.
that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got
Do-do-do.
complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently.
Don't mind me. Just about to shoot you in the back of the head with this thing. Oh, there we go. Stealth.
All
What
right,
do I need
Dusty.
to do?
Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Okay. Stop calling me Dusty. Select the area in the lower right to access your inventory. Okay. Select the helmets category. Eesh, hello kitty. Stop hitting me with your tail, I acknowledge you. And now you get pets. There you go. Helmets. Deep mining space helmet. With a DR of 34. Junk. Oh. I wonder what the EM thing is. Everything else is the same, except this has more value because it has a higher EM rating, whatever that is. You got it. Got my tunnel shirt, got my spacesuit on. Only have the one. Have no aid. Oh, I do have some aid. Never mind. There we go. I'm ready. I already brought out my weapon. Like I'm supposed to. There's my back. Tap down. Oh, it's so bright. It's beautiful. Oh. So smooth. Hi. He's first day. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm nervous. I'm Herb. Herb Langley, everybody. Nice to see you. Oh, jeez.
In a discovery class? That ship's older than this meeting. Just trying to get through.
Come on.
Meet with the client. Sure, I will approach with caution from the side. State your business. Client. So-called client. Prepare to be mined. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'm keeping my safe distance. Ha, your ship is mine. My ship now. Sucker. Inaccessible. Shucks. Yoink! I steal your med pack.
Bazaar, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract.
That
Your tastes
robot
are a
probably
bit
has the
more
back.
sophisticated now, huh?
Hello.
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That's right. And everything went cool?
Maybe.
Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Hip.
Kazab, and
Yep.
no Barrett,
Yep.
not cool.
Yep.
He passed out after the extraction. Doesn't even remember what happened.
Interesting.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
Tried to hide behind the robot so he wouldn't talk to me. I'm fine. Nothing to talk about. Herb plays it close to the vest. I wonder if I have my name, like my last name on the back of my or on my uniform.
All right.
Little disappointing, not gonna lie, but reveling in the weird of space isn't everyone's idea of a good time. I get it.
Look, just hand over the
No, I
credits,
just don't want to share the
and I'll be
experience with you
happy
people
to
that I
never
don't know.
see this thing, or you, ever again.
Never mind.
That's why
Nothing
I
to
like
see
you,
here.
Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
Where?
I really thought I lost them.
That's the Crimson Fleet!
Where? Hold off the pirates. Optional. Grab a weapon.
Okay, stick to cover. Stick to cover. You're outmatched!
Well, that's not a good weapon. Where's my actual weapon? What are you? Impact driver? Can't mine people to death, I don't think. Danger, danger, danger. Yeah, this isn't doing anything. How do I get a weapon? I can do that. Weapons. Just this thing. Okay. Let's run back here and get a weapon, I guess. Hello. Sure, I'll take a med pack. Okay, now I need to do something else here. Eon. A pistol. There's gotta be an easier way to switch weapons than that, I'm sure.
Exterior damaged.
Oh, good! You're still alive!
Butt. Reload. Butt. Ooh, nice jump. Where are you?
Somebody cover me!
I'm expecting like a, hey, tap this button and slow it down type of thing. Come on, baby. I know you're there. You're not dead yet.
Hey! Shoot! Help that one!
It was crawling. Anybody else? Any more? Okay, I got it behind the enemy lines here. Whoop! Oh. You in the blue.
I don't think we'll be hearing from them again.
Dude it? We dude it. My word. Where's that ammo? Alright, pistol's not my fave. I like a nice long rifle I can take 1 or 2 shots with. Take an enemy down from far away. Preferably from behind cover. Whilst
Still in one
crouched.
piece.
Of
Oh, God.
course Barrett was being
gonna throw
followed.
up.
Every time.
That was some fine work under pressure.
How
You dug up
rude.
the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation.
I don't know what
Part
you're
of this
talking
now.
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we don't exactly know what the artifact might have done to your head, and Constellation is really the
Your
only
sweet
group
talk is
qualified to
not
help.
helping at all. It just makes me
Oh,
distrust
no,
you.
Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about
Zing.
I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get
Wait,
out
don't
of
I
here,
get a say in
Dusty.
any of this?
You're on to bigger things.
Fine. No way, not my job. Thanks for everything, Lynn. I guess I'll just be thankful.
Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well,
I'm no longer a
now
minor.
that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
Whoa. Thanks for the watch. Ooh, Starfield watch.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
Yeah, who are you again? You're giving me your ship.
Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco
So I get
will
a free
keep you on
ship.
course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
Okay.
Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
See you later, Bosco.
Did you see Lynn? Ran straight at those pirates like it was nothing.
Yeah, what a hero. Hey. Take a rescue axe. I don't have one of those. What you got? Ooh. What's all that mean? Hang on. Oh. Stuff going down. Okay, what about the helmet? Whoa, neater looking. Not as cool though. Okay. 2 types of ammo. 6.5 millimeter, 7.77 millimeter. Caseless. Okay. Can I sell or break this down? Not drop. Hide spacesuit in settlements. That's fun. No, I'd have to get somewhere and sell it, I would imagine. Okay. I'm still gonna check these rest of these pirates and friends. See, I'll take all that ammo. What's that maelstrom thing? Hang on one second. Oh, I see. Hang on here. So 6.5, 40 in a mag. It's a rifle of some sort. And the rescue axe, not bad. Yeah, that does pathetic damage. This only does 4 each too, but then it shoots a bunch. Let's try this for a bit. So I got a maelstrom. I'm just going to pick up as much ammo as possible. You know what? There's got to be a way I can put those things on the old whatchamadoozits. Favorite? Maybe that's it. There we go. Select a quick slot. To the right. Favorite. Double tap right. Rescue axe. Melee weapon left. Okay, there we go. Axe. Hiya! Block. Okay. Pistol. Aim down. Double tap. Ooh, laser sight. I like that. Okay. Just a sec, everybody. I'm just orienting myself. Don't need that maelstrom. Anybody else that happened to fall, I'll take your ammunition if you happen to have any. I mean, I'll take that vent back. Is this considered crime? That I'm harvesting the corpses of our comrades and enemies alike? Hey! Nice to see you.
Tech better not be coming out of our pay.
Yeah, you telling me.
Can't believe
That's just the way back in, huh? Got it. And now this side opens. Cute. Alright, I'm ready.
You going?
Hey,
Staying around isn't helping us
I don't
out
know
there.
that artifact in Constellation.
I'll take some chocolate labs. That sounds delicious. 1 second. Aid. Delicious chocolate labs breakfast cereal. Cute. How do I eat? Restores 5 health. Delicious. I've surveyed 80%. Wait a minute, what was all that? Star map. Oh dear. So this is where we are. Do I even want to know? Show me. What? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so just in this system, there's all that. I gotta get back at it. Oh my god. So that's the... We're here on this planet of this solar system. Oh my gosh. And then we have all this. Some we know about. All of these dots are systems. Level 25. Oh, thanks for letting me know. 55. 40. 1. 15. Barnard Star, level 1. I mean, I'm supposed to go somewhere. Dang it. Can't fast travel. That, even right there, I'm very intrigued. How many things it's going to load up for us. How many of these planets will start to look exactly the same after a while. Tell you what, I'll meet you inside.
Just up the ramp, Captain. I'll be in the external robotics bay.
You got it.
Captain,
That's true. It wouldn't be a Bethesda game if I didn't have to pick up a bunch of stuff at all times.
Starship. As
I wish I could put my weapon away.
It's as easy as learning to ride a bike.
Whoop. Scan creatures, minerals, and plants. Each unique item scanned progresses your survey data at the planet. Completed survey data can be sold for credits. The scanner mode also unlocks additional features such as building outposts and using social skills like diplomacy and intimidation. Building outposts.
To boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
Okay, so it's hold it down for a flashlight. Tap it for survey mode. I survey the soap dispenser. Excuse me. Oh, pardon. Okay. Interesting. So many things, none of which I want. I mean, I did pick up an impact driver for no reason. I don't know who to sell any of this stuff to. Once I know that, I'll be much happier. Stuff to take off. How do I get back if I want to? No. Well, maybe I can't interact if I'm in scan mode. Oh, there we go, yeah. I'm just gonna try scanning out here, see what's up. Excuse me again. Got a tickle in my throat. Vectera. Resources 0 of 5. Survey 80%. So does that mean I need to go find, like, go back down and survey, or like survey the stuff I've already picked up, like in its proper order form? Or you need me to survey these pirates? Pirate. What's that? Well, that went away. What's that? Well, that's fun. Shows you where you're supposed to go. What's out here, though? 300 meters. A cave. Okay. Am I allowed to just do this? Looks like. Cave. Okay. My survey says cave. I should go cave. I see nothing impeding me. I should equip my rifle. Thank you. Oh, this is a function of the cutter, I guess, so it automatically re-equips it. Negative 214 degrees on this planet. But we're doing fine. Don't mind us. 0% oxygen, 0.91 of our gravity. So one would suspect if I fell, I would die. I just want to get to that cave. Safely. As long as it's not too steep. Interesting rock right there. Just take a little look on our way through. Easy does it. Nothing unique about this one? Oh, there's another cave way up there. I saw it. See, way over there. I can't wait to get to somewhere and they'll be like, here you go. Here's your Land Rover, specifically for traversing planets, looking for caves. Here's your tiny Jeep or something you can start taking. This first one we explore on foot. Aluminum. I see. That's interesting. Look how it lights up. Aluminum. Wrong thing. Shoot. Let me get that cutter out somehow. Well, it's not even an option. I thought since I was in that survey mode, it would stay at the cutter. Okay. Aluminum. None of this seems like I can harvest it. Cave is down and to the right. Here we go. I've discovered a cave. 20 experience. Okay. Crouch this whole time. That's how I roll. Easy peasy. Cave. Don't mind me. Here to survey, collect some materials. Certainly don't want any creepy crawly cave nonsense to kill me this early in the game. That looks important. I don't know if that's just the environment making little noises. Heck. Back up a little bit. I mean, that looks good too. What's that? I guess I should favorite this cutter. Okay. You go there. Nothing? Alright, fair. What about you? Beryllium. As expected. Could have sworn this other thing was one too, though. Maybe not. No? Alright, further we go. Good thing it tells me where the door is at all times. Just in case. I've gotten into enough caves in Ark and other games to know when to beat feet. Still hidden though. Very strange rock formation, that. Okay. I actually had to scan stuff. Got it. Nervous gonna break up. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Oh! It's a vent. Sure. Sure thing. Yeah, drink it in. Okay. Very atmospheric. This is so cool. I'm just in the cave on the tutorial island. I got shivers up and down the old spine. Look at all this atmosphere. This is great. Hello? I have come to touch the sacred rock. find me. I guess that's just the atmosphere. Nothing? Scanner don't care. What do we got here? Iron? Can't scan it. Got some iron. Eh. Should I be worried about that? Probably not. Just the wall. Wait, what's that down there? Did I do those? Hey! What do we got here? Credits. Sealant. Thanks. Somebody left that behind. Mine now. Tungsten. Oh, I can't scan anything anymore. Give me that tungsten. Yeah, give me that as well, whatever that says. I managed to scan one resource. That's something. Boom. Got a little beryllium for my troubles. Nothing. Little weird floaty rock. See, I knew this was something. Silver. I guess I have to acknowledge it as a deposit first, and then it'll let me break it up. Excuse me. Okay, let's get out of here. That was fun. More silver. Okay. Prep for combat. Just in case. Nothing? Nobody? You got it. Well, that's fun. I can just look for little glowing spots out in the world here. Okay. This is something. What's this? Water! Really? I scanned water. I appreciate that it puts me back. Water. Like crystallized, I guess. Oh, and some moon. Nice. This is fun. Getting into resources. Okay, more aluminum. Oh, I see. So that list of resources is everything available. I gotta go find it. What happened? Oh no, it's the cave. What is... Oh, okay. That sends me home. That's nice. Anything else? I'm looking for anything shiny. No direct path seen to get home. No problem. Looking for resources. Glow in the survey area. Typical Rad fashion, I'm having fun doing the most tedious of tasks in the game, just running around, looking at stuff. I think I can infinite run. As long as I don't get stopped. Does it really only have a 10 meter, like a 30 meter range? Or... Oh, never mind, never mind. I was about to have a heart attack. I do have stamina somewhere. Oh, there it is. So that white bar depletes, and then if I start going, pushing past that, a red bar looked like it was filling up. So that's probably, like, you're gonna have a heart attack type of bar. Okay, so see there, that glows blue. That's what we need. Nickel! I haven't scanned that yet. I don't think. Gotcha. Just need argon. It's like, find argon somewhere. More nickel. I can get a complete mineral profile for the planet, and that'll, apparently that's something I can sell. Geological information. Here's what you can find. Scattering report said argon somewhere, so I'm looking for argon. Whee! Okay, there's our mining outpost. I'm gonna go around it. If I can. Hup. There we go. Let's see. I'll keep the scanner up. Doesn't look like there's any hostile life forms. It just looks like minerals to pick up. He says, hoping for some hostile life forms. Just gonna go, like, what's the smoke coming from? It's near our mining operation, but not on our mining operation, so I'm just kind of curious if it's natural or not. Aha! Benzene has been scanned. Whoa! Radioactive gas vent. Yikes. Whoa. Can I blow it up from here? Never mind. Okay, I can stay away from that one. Well, now I know it was why it was glowing. Yikes. Okay. Just looking for argon. Yeah, now I know where that thing was smoking. Just dripping with trouble. More nickel. I'll take it. Until I get, like, weighed down, I'm not going to say no to any of these resources. Hopefully I can go trade them in at the mining outpost or somewhere close by. More nickel. Come on, argon. Hup. There's got to be a maximum height I can hit at some point. Perhaps not. Perhaps this is Starfield. We must explore everywhere. Argon! I really don't know if there's a particular direction or features of argon that would help me figure out exactly where it would be on the planet. That's more aluminum. But I'm looking. Anything that pops the scanner here. Aluminum. Hee. Okay, it's way over there. Yeah, I'm just cruising. This is fun. take off from Vectra. Nope. First I'm gonna survey it. You just try to stop me. Okay, more aluminum. Lots of it. I don't know if that means argon is nearby or couldn't be further away. Either way. Up. Hip. Look at me go. Nothing. No indication of a cave. Just endless, vast. Wowzers. This thing's huge. This is just a moon. What do we got here? More aluminum. Yeah, lots of aluminum. Tons of aluminum. I need one example of argon that I can scan and then get out of here. I don't even think I can... Outpost is probably like a waypoint, I would think. But I don't really know how to... Maybe I can fast travel back to the mining thing, because I've been there before. I'm still searching for that argon. Aluminum. It says that, but there's nothing like to actually like harvest. It's just like, yeah, there's aluminum here. What's this here? There's some aluminum. It's got to manifest like that tiny little thing. Water. What if there's day-night cycles on all the planets? And they're all different based on the suns they're around, etc., etc. Hello? Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est? Argon! Please don't be radioactive. Nope. Surveyed! Okay. So, if I go here, star map, and scoot on over to Outpost. Oh no. Fast travel is currently unavailable from this location. Oh gosh. Okay, I'll just hold it down. Where is thing? Thing. Alright. Off we go. Hey, more water. Grabbing more stuff on our way. More argon. Surveyed it, didn't collect it because it's radioactive. Come on now. Okay. Finally getting it off the base planet. I couldn't help myself. I had to survey the whole thing. It's just who I am as a person and as a gamer. But then I will take off and we will explore the stars. In so much as we need to go somewhere specific. Headed toward blue thing. Can't go wrong. I am going to leave the surveyor up just in case I encounter anything on the way through. No harm in collecting it, even if it's just a resource that I sell. I mean, especially if it's a resource that I sell. Let's be honest. I don't necessarily want to collect junk. But if it's lucrative to go, you know, planetoid to planetoid, identifying and mining the natural resources, then yeah, for sure, I'll do some of that. So I can get around this map. Gotta go down to get up. Okay, watch that stamina. There it is. I don't know, just jump. Almost there. There we go. That's the style. Jump everywhere. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Aluminum. There we go. Some of that on the way through. Tons of it. Yeah! I didn't give up on mining. Mining gave up on me. I'm so true to the cause. Collecting stuff. Weighing myself down with bits of metal. Other resources. I don't know how exactly I'm storing that gas I seem to be harvesting. Yep, lots of aluminum. What's this? Maybe that's just a far away look at the mining station. Cave, that's the one I've been to, I think. There were others. I was just too far away to even get a sniff of them. Oh yeah, that must be the mining place. Ta-da! Alright, we back, everybody. We made it. Fast traveled for suckers. Boy, if I had a nickel. Hot dang, now I do. I have surveyed this land. Job done. Herb Langley can move on. I guess I just choose nothing. Nope. If I choose nothing, I keep this equipped. I was hoping I could maybe put it away. No. Alright.
It appears you are the new captain of the frontier.
I sure am. Let's get to scooting and a booting. Let's get on that frontier. Open that hatch. All business now. Into that captain's chair. Okay, can we technically go anywhere?
Ready. The rest is up to you.
What is this? Exit ship, take off, get up. Hold Y to take off. Do I have to fly this myself? Whee! So that's my new ship, the Frontier. Thanks very much. Oh, no thank you. No thanks at all.
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way.
Use left and right to select a ship system. Use up and down to allocate power. You can skip this ship tutorial by powering up all the systems, including the grav drive. Okay, let's do lasers first.
Each system on a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engine engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity.
Okay, full
A
speed.
ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right.
So anywhere in there is good for turning, because it
Boosts
did not
can
shift.
be engaged for temporary bursts of speed.
Press boost. Gotcha. Can I
Let's turn
unboost?
our attention to the shields.
Oh, it's just okay.
Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, but be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay,
You've
the wibbly
proven
wobbly thing in
an
the corner.
adequate pilot. Are you
Got
familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's
No.
a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear.
Press A to target the ship.
We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective.
Because I'm locked.
If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
Boom. What was that? I couldn't hear you. Let's too busy killing this thing.
Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain.
Yikes.
We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
Okay. Does this count? Oh, there we go. I guess that's it for all of it. Okay.
2 more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
No problem.
Like we're running anyway.
No problem. Got him locked still. Okay, next one down.
This one's mine. Grabs in the red.
The amount of Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Travel to Crete. Open the data menu. From there you can open the star map. Okay. Missions. Boop. Toggle which quest is tracked on your HUD. Only one quest can be tracked at a time. Select the name. This one. Okay. Back to system, maybe? What is this? Star station, sensor contact. Star station. Oh, it's close by. Okay. Set course. No. What? Can I do this? Crete. Crete Research Lab. Scan unavailable. Yes. Oh wait. Son of a... Okay. Nope. Spin this way. Pick this planet. Pick this planet. Spin around to this thing. Spin around to this thing. Set course to Crete. Uh-huh. There. Hold extra travel. There we go. Kate, I'm loving it. It's very detailed. I had fun just running around surveying the one moon I was on.
We have arrived in orbit. The abandoned facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface.
Okay. I would like to land there, please. The planet view of the star map gives you information about the environment, lets you scan the planet for resources, and helps you discover key landing sites. Okay, rotate the planet until the Crete Research Lab map icon is in view, and then select the map icon to land there. I picked the research lab to start with. Well, that's fun. Ta-da! There we go. Herb Langley, level 1. That's me. I wonder if that's an action shot of me blowing up that ship from close up.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Okay. So I got a companion immediately. Vasco hangs out with me. Because we're friends. I love it. Whoa. Sweet. 1 of 8. That's a resource, apparently. 1 of 8 resources. 3 fauna, 3 flora. Well, that means there's life on here somewhere. Scan for iron. Give me that iron. Alright, well I'm gonna keep scanning up. Do I need to do anything about this? It says it's a resource. Oh, I can just harvest. Got it. Got more. Got more dust root. Hi! Kinda loud there, Vasco. Lead. Here we go. Oh, another dust root. More lead. There is a unknown. Looks like a Stonehenge or something, though. Unknown. Vasco. Yeah, it is Vasco. That's it. Okay, scan that. Scan this lead if we could. Scan. 8 different resources. Lead. Got roots. I mean, we gotta check out this thing that's smoking. Oh, sweet. Tell me how close I am to the ship. Appreciate that. Just harvesting lead, Vasco. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to harvest lead. Don't you think? Very interesting formations here. No? Vines. What? 1 second. What is that? Can't not check that out. Iron. Oof. What is this with these rockets? Oh, those are wind turbines. I see. Silver. It's half the resources scanned and collected. Hey, bud. Thanks for having my back. Might need it soon. Okay, let's check these out. Whee! Whee! Oh, I guess gravity's going to be a factor on these things too. Whee! Plunk. There's a little something more iron. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if that's how they're powering their hideout. It'd be amazing if I could cut the power from elsewhere. Okay, but how far is this? Unknown. 300 meters this way. Look at that. Hey Vasco, you up for a trek? Let's check this out first, if we can get up here. Whatever this is. Extreme heat from that gas vent. Steer clear. Steer clear. Okay. Neon. I guess I don't have the juice to harvest it. Oh, more extreme heat from that gas vent. Okay. Stay away. I guess it's not going to let us harvest. Sure, I'll take some root. Nothing else over here. Oh, here we go. Give me that stuff. Give me that stuff. Sparkling water. Okay, boop boop. What's this? Ship, star map, skills, inventory. Haven't leveled up yet, so nothing to do with skills, but what do I have here? Sparkling water. Restores 3 health. Delish. Alcanus. Scanned. Collected? Not from 3 meters away, huh? What about 2? Nope. Doesn't like it. Too hot. Too hot to handle. At present, at least I can scan it. 2 more resources, and then flora and fauna. You got it. Vasco, you with me, bud? Love it. Don't know what that is. Let's go check it out. Spirit of the game. Let's go check stuff out. When I played through Skyrim in its entirety, like the one full playthrough of Skyrim I did not alert the Jarl that dragons had returned until I was level 30. So for the entirety of that time, I did not encounter any dragons in the world. I just bided my time and did side quests and other things. Vasco, catch up, would you? Until finally I was like, okay, I feel sufficiently prepared to combat a dragon should they show up. And then I told the Jarl about them. And then they started to spawn in the world. I don't know if there's going to be something similar if I just ignore the fact that I'm supposed to tell people about this vision that I had. What's that? Okay, that's the frontier. Okay, good, good, good. Vasco, you ready? We're going to go check out this, whatever this is. Hopefully it's not radioactive. It's my only dread. Is that? It's going to unintentionally hurt us. Give me that fiber. Okay, we got more resources here. Argon. Argon was radioactive last time. Or close to it. It is a 7th resource, though, I think. There we go. Might just be, yeah, extreme heat. Okay, so extreme heat by these gas vents. Steer clear of them. Grab some of that fiber. More argon. Abandoned mine. How abandoned? Well, I heard somebody. Level 8 spacer! Peace out. I'm level 1. Nuts to that. That's not abandoned. Vasco, you better be behind me. Vasco, you better not go out in a blaze of glory. Come on, Vasco. They'll stop. They're way too high a level for us, Vasco. No, no, we're not being cowardly. This is strategic. I don't even think I could lure them one at a time.
I doubt
okay.
The enemy will return.
That's good. We'll check that out later. We're just here to survey. Whew. Good work, Vasco. Way to distract. Can I check your health or something? No way to know. Okay, next time I see a resource, I gotta check the wheel and see which one I'm missing here. Show me... Water! I gotta find water. Okay. It's the only one that's grayed out still. I guess I know what that looks like. It's like white and blue. Typically on a rock. Don't mind me, now that I know that there's an abandoned mine there. With level 8 homies. This way. I bet there was some water in that thing. That little area. Be a good spot for it. Come on, Vasco. I don't know what good it does to yell at a robot. They're doing their best. Right? This must be real hard for you. Your legs clearly weren't designed for this type of terrain. Too bad you couldn't pop out little tank treads or something, friend. But whatever. Deal with the Crimson Fleet captain. Maybe if I do that, the people at the abandoned mine will lose their nerve. Or I'll at least ding level 2. And I'll be a quarter of the way to being able to deal with them. I like to at least be level 5 before I attempt to take out anybody that's level 8. Call me old-fashioned. I like to be closer in level. So why did I park so far away? Frontier's there. And then our destination there? Nope. That. More wind turbines. Okay, there's the research station. Can't miss that. What's that then? I'm gonna go to this first. And then we can circle around and go back. Checking out all the resources on the way, of course. Flora and fauna, if I can help it. Speaking of... what on earth is that? A Crete grazer. Can I scan you? Grazer. To me that means they're gonna leave me alone. They're just grazing. Robotics. Scanned. How come that didn't count?
The enemy
Hello.
is approaching.
Why don't they like me?
Hostile target eradicated. Exoskeleton damage. Your performance in that conflict was beyond adequate.
Thanks. Well, that's rude. 75% scanned. Temperate, wary resource, antimicrobial, health 50. Sure. Y'all can die now. Well, the more I kill, the more I scan. Look at him running. Oh, there I dig too. Sorry, you creatures. Had to happen. Peaceful fools. Get out of here. Memoria? Yeah, there better not be. The hell is that? Trilobite. Sorry, buddy. This is how I scan you. First I scan you, and then I gotta kill a bunch, it looks like. Okay. Well, those grazers will attack if you get too close, it looks like. Trilobites just kind of ignore me. I don't know how I guess I only completely scanned the one. So I gotta keep doing trilobites until I fill that, and then that's another one. Okay, where am I headed? This way still. I was distracted by wind turbines and something something. Don't even think I got there. Because there were critters. Yep. 100% scanned. Not you guys. Jeez. It's so weird. Gotta kill 8 of them to scan them properly. I guess I do a little autopsy every time? Learn a little more? Well, that one is definitely tougher. I don't know if I have to start scanning that one from far away. Still looking for water. Okay, let's check out my skills since I'm level 2 here. You've received 1 skill point to spend. You'll receive 1 skill point to spend every time you level up. Each skill also unlocks a challenge. Complete the challenge and then spend a skill point to rank up the skill. The top row represents basic skills. The rows below are locked until you have spent the minimum number of skill points in that category. Okay, physical, social, combat, science, technical. Combat. I have none. Ballistics. Ballistic weapons do 10% more damage. Laser weapons do 10. Pistols do 10. Melee do 25. And then take 10% less when you're wielding one. That's cool. Okay. So we're going ballistics. Yeah, we're going ballistics. This is my next skill. Perfect. Now my guns work a little better. Which we're gonna need when we fight this thing. You and me, Vasco. Oh, more than one. Just one of one. That was enough. Look how dangerous that thing looks. Well, at least it's, you know, put some distance between it and the first one. Can I scan you now that you're dead? Yep. It's already scanned just from killing it. Okay. I'm gonna wait for your friend to come back then. Sure. Let me get your bits. Where'd your friend go? Correctly assume that X was reload? Where the heck did it go? Okay, something is unhiding me as I move around here. What's unhiding me? This guy? Whatever. Let's get back on target. We killed this guy. We'll work on the others. Trilobites too. Just gotta snuff them out. Are they dead? Yes. Hi, Vasco. Sure, I'll take all that stuff. Interesting. Okay. Now, how nice are they going to be about me coming into here? If this is a Crimson Pirate stronghold. Still hidden. I don't see anything nearby. Got 116 bullets. Okay, we've officially discovered it. Congrats, everybody. Don't mind me just harvesting. Can't tell me nothing. Just harvesting, no big deal. How do I get in here? Don't mind me. Walk around and collect some elements first. Just doing my normal mining. Tra la 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 la. Just looking for a way in. Don't mind me. Just casually approaching the station. Certainly not sneaking up. Certainly not sneaking up thanks to the low gravity. What even was that? Impact driver again. Sure. Got a couple of those. Just 'cause. Don't see anybody. Just see strange materials. What can you tell me, scanner? Nothing. What am I looking at, Vasco? Not gonna tell me. Okay. Nothing important, I guess. Don't mind me. Just doing my duty. Surveying like crazy.
Consideration of smaller independent pirate crews, all under the same banner. They are typically unscrupulous and violent.
Definitely go in there. Oh, what's up the side here? Nothing. Bunch of empty space full of things. I mean, of course I'm going to take those bolt cutters. Why wouldn't I? Empty locker. Hey Vasco, you want these bolt cutters? You probably do some real damage with these things. Alright, I'm not going to stray too far. Let's get inside here and see what's up. I love the pace. I love the amount of detail. Like I said, this is the... Not even the tutorial. This is the second sort of planetoid I've landed on, and I am thoroughly enthralled. I'm taking my time. am completely invested. Doing my best here. Hello? We've come to speak peacefully? I got this, Vasco. Just gotta get in here. I need the light. Just opening the door and closing. We're here to check the doors. So far, so great. They're all working wonderfully. Okay, those are just sandbags, I think. I thought maybe it would be a person on their side. Okay, everything looks good here. Is that not a... got a magnet of some sort. Okay, here we go. Free med pack. Oh, alright. Into the research lab. Hope I stay crouched if I need to. Yes, indeed. Excellent. Bad people, bad jokes. Why did the chicken cross the road? Huh? What's a chicken? Knock knock, who's there? Planet who? If you plan a party, will you help me plan it? Ecliptic mercenary says to a woman, I've been hired to kill you and I always get the job done. Woman says, can't we talk about this son? How do you keep an idiot in suspense? No answer. How do you get a free Star Collective hick out of a tree? Wave. Louis Lupper's Bad People, Bad Jokes Volume 2 is the follow-up to his original work, and just like its predecessor, has become a cult hit. Brutal. The Solar Frontiers game. And the Star-Locked board game. I can't not take a bunch of stupid board games. Shucks. Reminder, run. Okay. What are we running from? What's up, Vasco? You are not at all creepy. You're a giant, reasonably sized robot.
United Colonies markings, but we are in Free Star Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Start dropping stuff I don't need. Okay, new items. Oh, I can sell these. That I'm going to keep. Component. Look at the value of these. These I'll get rid of. Ultimate race to claim your home in space from Scholar Sisters. And Star-Locked. Can you settle the settled systems? Very cute. Don't need... Well, they don't weigh anything, do they? Yeah, they do. They all have mass. What the heck? An isocentered magnet. Shoot. 2 types of ammo. I'm wearing my... Yeah, I'm wearing that. Tons of resources. Here, miscellaneous, maybe. Yeah, that's... Okay, that's free. But this isn't... I don't think I'm getting... Oh, oh my god, they're different. Yeah, I don't think these are worth it. I'm gonna leave those. These I'll keep to sell. Same with all these resources. I'll eventually sell them or use them. The second set of gear, I only kept the one, and I'm gonna sell that too. There's the stuff I dropped. Again, assuming I can get somewhere that, you know, has a market for this sort of stuff. For all I know, it's mining planet to mining planet for me until the end of time. Vasco, you stay there and cover the exit. I'm gonna go. Son of a gun, Vasco! I was just giving you instructions. Never mind. Fine, come with me. Stay close. We're going to peruse as stealthily as possible. Portable desk fan. $140. Why don't I believe you? I like this viewer for just highlighting objects that are around. Red Rover, come over. I always keep buying the books. Or picking them up, I should say. Food. Okay. What's this say? Toxin. You got it. Yeah, make poison or something. Okay, what do we got? Just computer we can't do anything with. Okay. Excuse me, Vasco. Okay, let's get up here. A heat leech. Get that the hell out of here. Sure. Okay, where do you think that came from, Vasco? Soil box. A succulent. Oh, jeez. I don't need any of this. I'll take that med pack. Need that folder. No, don't need those little things. What's this? Digipick, yeah. That's probably for picking locks. Oh, that was just straight up credits. Okay, cool. Cool. I was wondering why it wouldn't tell me what it was. Genetic sample bottle. Oh, thank you. Nonsense. Oh wait, this might be something. Nope, more genetic samples. Folder? Folder. Okay. Wire spool. Alright, proceed with caution, Vasco. Stealthy like. Where you at? Better not be getting sucked on by heat leeches. Is that a dead person? It's a dead person. Scientist. I'll take your credits, please. More sealant. It's gotta be worth something. What's here that can see me? That was not hidden. Or something. Slow and steady. Checking every corner. Being as cautious as we can. Bolt cutters. Still hidden. Survey mode helps us. So I guess we just have this instead of time manipulation? Like we just have the survey mode that sort of highlights objects and etc, as opposed to being able to control time a little bit, like we normally get. heard pirate. Snack pack and protein bar. Where is that, do you think? Water. Multi-pack of synthamite. Sparkling water, delicious. Not really, but Herb thinks so. What's this? Fire extinguisher? Yep. This is hidden. I did hear a pirate though. There's somebody in here? Vasco, help me. Gotcha. Oof, I don't have a full clip left. Pirate Charger spacesuit. Why is this value so high? Oh, transfer. That was a weird one. Okay. $69. That's good. More thermal. Some corrosive. This got some rad. I'm gonna drop this one. Well, that's fun. Okay, that's that one. Come on, ammo. Yes, please. That was a Grendel. I see. Different type of ammo, bigger mag. What are you? Another rifle. Accuracy's up. Mass is down. Range is lower. I'll leave that for now. Interesting. Thanks for letting me know, though. A Kraken! Okay, let's check that out. Cute. Pistol. 3 damage. The other type of ammo. Okay, I'm okay with the Eon and the Maelstrom for now. What else did I grab? Oh, I grabbed some piece of armor or something. Apparel. Okay, delete that. Temporary boost leg strength. Okay. Chicken meal pack and some water. Okay. Good work, Vasco. You really helped me out here. Okay, in here, fight. Go this way. There we go. $75 credits. How many credits do I have? I have no idea. Let's check inventory, perhaps. Credits, 1,700 and something. All right, let's do it. Did I get a thing? Hey, what's going on, Rocco? Nice to see you, buddy. My apologies for not answering in a timely fashion, but yes, I am in fact, I started with the sneaky boy, so I am very hidden all the time. That's my default. I like to crouch in these games. Just doing this all across all these alien worlds. It's going to be great. I don't have a sniper rifle as of yet. It's just a very basic rifle. It just has a fun little laser sight on it, which I enjoy. It's not very powerful or anything either. It just happens to be the first rifle I got. What I am going to do, other than apparently pick up every book I find, is sweet. We got antibiotics. Up, up, up. Because I'm slowly building up my affinity for guns in general, and then I'm going to specialize in rifles and sneaking around, shooting people with rifles. I'm going to try to build this character much like I always build my characters in role-playing games like this. Slow and steady, winning the race. Okay, a few things in the hallway, but nothing worth picking up. I'm carrying a lot of stuff, but it's all resources, because I've been running around outside doing that. Which I think is quite appropriate, given my mining background. Some more trash. Yikes.
Oh man, that was the best.
Okay, so there's pirates in here somewhere.
One more time.
Hang on. We got non-bread, a shielded lab outfit, plus 5% chance of research sudden developments. Sure. Papa wants some ammo though. Ooh, multi-pack battle meal, a sealed container. No way of knowing what could possibly be in that. Okay, what else we got? Oh, another Solar Frontiers game. I'm hoping to sell those. What is this? Okay, fill in all the open slots and everywhere layer to open the lock. Select a key and rotate it until it lines up with the gaps in the security layer. Slot the key in to fill the gaps. Each key can only be used once. Go what? So that one goes there because it lines up, right? And then, oh, this is cool. Next layer. That's these two. No, it's not. That's these two. And then these three. And the unlock system's dope. I love that. That's great. I'll take... Ooh, a suppressed Kraken. I'll take the ammo. I'll take that amp. I'll take those credits. And yes, I will take this extra gun. A suppressed Kraken, huh? Less... Interesting. Less ammo, but or damage, but it does other things better. Food from the cooler. A blue lab outfit. A yellow flighted dart. I don't think that means anything. Like a for sure weapon. And yes. Anything else? Okay, that's this room. Oh, hang on. Desktop sphere toy, notepad. No, I think I'm good with all that. Nothing here. Nothing? Okay. Okay, what am I turning green on here? Yeah, so many board games I hope to trade in. Nothing over here. Guess cause dumbbells. Levitating desk planet. Okay, a little workout area. Yes, I will take food. Okay. Shotgun shells. Say spiced worms. Medical sample tray. Computer. What on earth? Okay, new beginnings from Hayden Wynn. I can't believe it. I got the posting. Xenobiology. New specimen arthropods. Giant space lobsters. We're out of here. The work on the arthropods has been so successful we're actually relocating to their home world. We'll have an unlimited supply of creatures for the Xenowarfare Division. That doesn't sound good. Giant spider? Had to put down the creature. Okay. An Ashta. Terrifying beast and natural predator. So... Can't be controlled. More disappointments. 2 alien. Reptan's venenum. Okay, like poison-spitting reptiles. Huh. So they did so well with whatever they found here. They went to the creature's homeworld to try to weaponize them. Great. Okay. Back into stealthy mode. Continue down the hallway. Room at a time. Any pirates? I don't know how I'm so hidden and stealthy with a giant clanky robot behind me, but I love it. What you got? Blender base. Choco chunks. Let's get some delectable foods in me here. Look at these all. 3 health. 5 health. Gross. 5 more health. 3 health. 5 health. 3 health. 3 health. 2 health. 3 health. Good lord. 20 health. I'll keep that for a little bit. 3 health. Treats infections. There, I ate most of my stuff to get most of my health back. Very tiny amounts of health have returned. Okay. Oh, what do we got? I'm telling you, these board games. Can't wait to sell them somewhere. If I ever get out of here into an actual civilized planetoid. Notebooks. Ammo case. Yes, please. Okay. The Grendel rifle. What am I rocking? The Maelstrom. I gotta suppress Kraken, but if I do that, it uses the same ammo as my Maelstrom. I like the fact that this uses 777. It's got mods on it. Suppressor and large magazine. Oh, I don't want to do that to inspect it. I was hoping I'd maybe pick it apart. Like pull the mods off it and put them on my other pistol. Yes, please. How do I get that? Chunks beef. Let me in there. Let me in there. Alright, never mind. Oh wait, this pistol seems better. Hang on. Unless it's exactly the same. I'm just looking at the stats. 11. Yeah. Okay. So it is exactly the same. Aye aye. Tape measure. Bandages. That'll come in handy. Ammo case. Alright, I think we're done in here. Let's check this paper. Synthofoam container. What do you have to make synthetic foam out of? I thought foam was already sort of a synthetic material. Getting closer. That lens flare spells disaster. Can't go in here. Hello? Found your beaker tongs. Vacuum tape. Head pack. Mines and grenades, huh? Oh, that's great. I can hide behind my robot. Like, quite literally. Okay, there's 3 more. You stay there. Danger going away. 4 more. Just down to a caution.
We got a magician here.
A magician? I didn't go anywhere. Watch this, they're gonna be fine in a second. Just gotta stay put. Hidden. Okay, there's 4 more on the other side of this room. Vasco, you're so loud. Cyberware, streetwear. What in earth is that? Okay, here we go. Oh, exactly the same. Plus 5 health and O2, plus 5% O2 recovery. Oh. Man. I don't know, man. Let's do this, because it's slightly lighter. And I get O2 recovery. Sure. Is there a way to just save? System. Aha. Select character. Not my jam, but okay. Trying to save you. Keep your eyes peeled. There's supposed to be a bunch more of these fools. Stealing your water. And I'm drinking it immediately. Treats contusions, lacerations, and puncture wounds. A little bit of health back. Health back. Okay.
I have detected hostile life nearby.
Nuh-uh.
Had enough? Heavy fire over here!
Not for me. Chain gun? Waste your ammo, bruh. Go nuts. That's not my dude, I don't think.
In combat, there is often yells, pew, pew, pew. I am not sure why.
No, stay out of the Vasco. Stay out of the line of fire. I think it's got a chain gun. We're hidden. I don't know what they're doing. Unless that's just the music. Which is pretty intense. It sounds like they're operating a chain gun. Where do you see these hostiles? Come on, reload. Come on, reload. You're done. Seriously, something's messed up. Sounds like a gun is auto-firing that shouldn't be. I don't know what an ejector is, but I'll take it. Doesn't that sound terrible and distracting? It's gotta be upstairs, right? You would think? Get out of here.
Peace is no longer a viable option.
There we go. There we go. Okay, got some ammo for me? Yes, please. How about you over here? Synapse Alpha. Sure, take a look at that after. Just a container. Any of this stuff important? Plants, notebooks. This looks, nope, alright. Sparkling water. Just notebooks of various types. You got it. Money from the scientist. A molecule extractor. Credits. You're not going to need them. Okay, there was a biohazard in here. Not anymore, I don't think. Weapon case. Now we're talking. A laser rifle. Hells yeah, and some cartridges. Okay. Let's give that a whirl. Is that our laser boy? Laser rifle. Or how I know when it's empty. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that food. I jump for joy. Aid! Jeez. Bread. Water. Tomato. Okay. Maybe something around. Joik. Bits, charts, and whatnot. Vials, nothing of use. Use the pharmaceutical lab. Oh, I can craft bandages from fiber and sealant. Sure. Make all of them. There, I made 8 bandages. That's fun. Okay, that's cool. Good to know that I can run into stuff like that. Need more bullets.
Listen up. We got someone trying to jump our school. Hold them off here while Brogan sets up on the roof. I'm on it. No one's getting through.
Oh, I see that light. Can I kill these lights? It's not. Oh, they're upstairs. Oh, it's Vasco. You're getting in my way, bud. Gotcha. Now check the laser rifle. This is fun.
I am aiming
Your health is low. Use a medpack by pressing down.
your center of mass.
I did. There, I medpack. Thanks for absorbing all that. It's upstairs, huh?
Please avoid getting shot. You
I'm
might
doing my
die.
best. Doing my best. There we go. One shot left with this laser rifle. 7 shots left of this. I'm not very good at ammo. Alright. That took a lot out of me. Heal paste sounds great. Med pack, yes please. Is that the maelstrom you're carrying? Got to make stuff. A marker. A kidney dish. I can't even look at these bits and be like, what on earth are you doing? Nothing? Just gruesome experiments. Can't even open these lockers. Alright. Synergy! Without... There is no I in synergy. I see. Healing use. Oh. Excuse me, Vasco. Scientific sample. I don't want to just be bringing random scientific samples around, you know what I'm saying? That ain't no fun. Okay. Well, it looks like we're close to the 3-hour mark, so what I'm going to do is try to finish this mission, whatever it may be, and then save the game. Amazingly, we have barely explored the stars in any way, shape, or form. Still in the very introductory missions. Big smile on my face, let me tell you. It's exactly what the sort of game I was expecting it to be, and wanted it to be, and I'm happy it is. How do you think we get up? Yeah, we gotta go up there. How do you think we do that? Oh, these stairs. Perfect. Hope we get. Any more people up here? Just the ones we've downed. I like this guy. Pirate Survival Pack. Sure. Give me all that. Give me all that ammo. Look at that, I got 300 of these. For my pistola. We're out of half and half. Got it. Credits, a couple digipicks. Does that mean I gotta hack your computer? A fully grown alpha predator. According to my research, the group of astrogeologists made first contact nearly 100 years ago on some remote moon. Killing machine! Yikes. Terror morph. Okay. Of the 8-person squad, only 2 of the grunts survived, and one of those 2 lost a leg. Such an exciting time to be in Xeno warfare. Today we fit the terror morph with the NCI. If our experience with when the grunts first dropped off the creatures any indication our sedation window will be around 15 minutes, we better make it count. Yikes. Why are they bioengineering alien weapon, like biological alien weaponry? Oh, we found this species. We're going to immediately try to enslave it, control it, and point it at our enemies.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights.
Well, I mean, if that's what we're here for, then yeah, I'll have it. Get out of here. Stupid leech. Get out of here, fut. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yeah, get out of here. Jerk you. I think that's it, everybody. Cheesesteak chunks.
You're dead. We're all dead. The comms.
You hear the terramorph roaring somewhere, more people screaming. Okay. Alright, here we go. I mean, it was already set up. That's so cute. I don't know what zero wire is, but I'll take it with. Okay, got a bunch of credits. Get some more food. Shotgun shells are nice. Anything else in here? Doesn't appear that way. What do we got up here? Stuff I can't use as a weapon. Okay. Where do you want me to go? Oh, up here. Okay. Because the other guy's on the roof. Got it. I'm trying to stay out of the way. I do miss the ability to slow down time temporarily. That was kind of a hallmark of Bethesda games. Beast Hunter's Deep Mining Pack.
It would be advisable to leave some things behind.
Rare item acquired. Yeah, I know, my mass is 143 of 135. I'm working on it. What are these? Tunneling mining pack. Radiation goes down. I'm not a beast hunter though. Again, I would only keep this to sell it. This one's not as good, I'll drop it. Keep the other one. There, now I'm close again already. But I want to keep all these. Son of a gun. Fine, I'll drop these lab outfits. Throwables. Oh, here, this should help. Actually, eat a bit of food. There, now I have 2 mass I can play with. Perfect. Detected by whom? Oh, this person. I wonder if this is going to be a conversation.
The Frontier has a new captain?
Guess
You
not.
working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
Both. I'm with Constellation. You need to stop attacking our ship. That's right, I killed Barrett, so tell your pirate friends to back off. Enough talk, I have places to be. What's your problem with him anyway? Let's lie to them and see what it does.
Oh no, you see, we weren't really after Barrett. We're after that ship. Every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the frontier. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from 100 planets.
That statement is partially correct. The frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
There's no treasure in my ship. Cut your losses before more people get hurt.
You're not talking us out of this score.
Didn't work. To persuade a person, you need to make successful choices. Choices can range from kind words to distractions to threats. Each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance the choice fails, but the more points you'll earn when you succeed. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you can never fail if your last choice succeeded.
They aren't? You sure?
Oh, that kind of worked. Ship doesn't have anything on it. You're chasing a fairy tale.
No, that can't
Critical
be
success.
Right. Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure. We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing.
That's right.
Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
Captain letting you go. I would have shot you.
Can I betray these fools and kill them? What do we got? Taking your helium. It's mine now. Sure I can't just kill them? I kind of want to. Let's have autosaves and stuff. I guess it just keeps 5, huh? Save. Okay, I saved it. I'm gonna try to murder them anyway, just because I'm a jerk. Come on, come get some.
I'm not worth it.
In combat, there is a high likelihood of human death.
I don't negotiate with pirates, Brogan. Suck it. Modified Grendel. Take all that. O2 is okay, so that's my oxygen level. Okay. Weapons. Didn't have a Grendel before. 3, that's down to 3. Even if suppressed, I don't really want this. I just have it just to sell. All this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna drop the stuff I don't need. Like those things. I'm still way over. 'Cause I got 3 spacesuits. Bolstering Star Roamer. That's the one I just got. Get rid of that one. You really can't take a lot of stuff with you. Kind of a pain. I got 2 helmets. I got 1 helmet. Treats brain injuries. Oh, I just want to sell these. Wait, empty chunks packaging? Okay, get rid of that. Resources. I don't want to get rid of any of this either, because I got a bunch of it. Helium. Component in crafting, etc., etc. Can I just get out of here? Is that a thing? You're carrying too much and can't fast travel. I just want to go back to the game, please. Thank you. Well, that's the ship right there. Well, I feel like if I jump down there, I'm going to die. Is there a safe way down? The hell's going on here? Oh, maybe the Crimson Pirates are like, well, since you killed our leader, we're gonna swarm you.
I do not understand your attachment to all these objects. These criminals really should be incarcerated.
Incarcerated. Incarcerate them all you want. Come on, yo. I gotta fight my way back to my ship. It's my own fault. What's my robot friend doing?
That's nice.
That's nice.
You appear to be prioritizing our deaths over your own survival. Enemy damage registered.
Oh, that one's got some armor. But.
I do not feel pain, but I hear it is terrible.
Sure. Yes, well, there we go.
You're trying to kill me, but I am not technically alive.
Out of bullets.
I am detecting
I've
the
encumbered.
enemy once more.
There we go. Okay, that's all them. Once again, a ton of stuff that I have to look over. An exterminator kraken. Modded maelstrom. Okay, now I got a modded version of it. Do I have ammo? Probably not. Oh, a little bit. Okay, just try and get back to the ship. Like literally running, like pushing full on the stick depletes my oxygen and stuff. See? Just moving. Just because I'm encumbered. Need any more silver? Oh. Can you just do that? Yeah, I'm carrying too much and can't. So off we go. That's what I thought. 25% scanned.
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable.
Gotcha. Can't help it. It's right here. Still got the one laser shot. I do that because now I have them 63% scanned.
According to the
I'm trying to be a dingus.
The abandoned research facility is in this direction.
I already did that part. Or maybe that was something you were supposed to tell me at the beginning. Okay, let's get over here. Let's get on the ship. Oh. Board that ship.
To reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry,
Sounds good.
This will all become second nature before too long.
Fast travel directly from the missions menu? Nope. Select missions in the bottom section. Wowzers. Okay. Set course. Press X to automatically pilot a course to your next objective. Okay. Crete to Jemison, 1 jump, a 16 light year range. Cargo hold fine, fuel consumption about half. You got it. Off we jump. Oh, your dad can't figure out what to do?
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security.
I don't know.
Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Yeah, we're fine.
Scan complete. No contraband
I
detected.
have 0 contraband.
You're cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Okay, now is that a thing where I do the boop? Nope. Third person ship. Okay, this map. Okay, now I have to rotate over to it. And now I can land. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I can just transfer stuff straight to my ship. That might be something I unlock. I've barely done anything in terms of story. I've just had a great time running around on the planetoid. Like the little moon that we started, I made sure to survey all of. And then I was mostly done the surveying of the second thing when I stumbled into the actual quest I was doing. Yeah, we're still firmly entrenched in the first mission, one small step. Okay, let's get out of here with the ship. I think I'm still encumbered, though. Yeah, my mass is still 149 and 135. Hi, where do I sell things? That's what I want more than anything else in the world. Where do I sell stuff? Just moving around costs me. Is that you talking? Security and safety. Ship services. Maybe I can spend some money here. Trade authority. Hells yeah. Okay, take
You
all
have
these.
picked up too much matter and become over-encumbered.
You're not wrong. Sell all of it. Sure, antimicrobial vital fluids. Yeah, this book. This thing I'm not going to use. All that. Take all the beryllium. This thing that's not as good. All of it. I'll hang on to resources. That's what I'm wearing, that's what I'm wearing, that's what I'm wearing. I mean, I probably could have kept that. Have that to sell. You can have all this helium, all this iron, this magnet, lead, metabolic agent. You can have that. Oh, you can have this nickel. Yeah, you can have that. Red Rover, come over. All the sealant. All the silver. Yes, I know that I probably need this to do stuff with later, but at the moment, I'm just getting rid of stuff I don't think I need. Okay. There. 38 of 135. Just by selling some armors and stuff. That's so much better. Fresh as a daisy. Okay, now staring at our new ship. The Frontier. I do this. I do this again. And I save. Autosave, autosave me. Autosave me. Let's do this one. Yeah. There we go. That will in fact do it for me for today, and I would like to thank everybody for watching, no matter where, when you happen to be. Wishing everybody out there chill vibes and clear skies. So, shout out to Rob. Thank you very much for resubscribing. Quick shout out to Kate, to Rasco, to Rocco. Thanks for hanging out, participating in chat during the afternoon. And if you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. Don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. Me and Herb Langley, senior astronaut. We'll be back with some Starfield next Monday. It's going to be our Monday game. It was only a special Wednesday game because the game happened to come out last night. So this is our first real opportunity to play. So we're going to find a new game for next Wednesday. Starfield shifts to Monday starting next week. Tomorrow morning, at another 9 till noon slot, we are continuing the 4th generation of the Gnarly Wrestling Isle. That's right, GWA G4. We have 2 weeks of Trebuchet that have been booked for a couple of weeks now. We're going to be headed your way. That'll be the final build toward our second pay-per-view that we're presenting in 2 weeks' time. So 2 weeks of the Trebuchet television show tomorrow morning as we build on toward Heatseeker, I believe is the name of the GWA pay-per-view we're rapidly approaching. As I am rapidly approaching the end of today's stream. Thank you very much, one and all, for watching. And hopefully, I see you tomorrow afternoon for some GWA G4. And if not, thanks for spending the time with me you did. If you liked the Starfield playthrough, it will continue on Monday mornings starting next week. Ta-ta for now, everybody. Take care.